Welcome back, everyone. Okay, let's bring our crew back in here because, guys, I have a very important question for you, and I want you to be really honest. I'm going to ask you, what have you learned about yourself in self-isolation? And you know what? Let's make it the worst thing you've learned about yourself in self-isolation. Randy, I'm going to start with you. You always keep it real.
Oh, on the hot seat. Oh, you know what, Trace? I actually thought that I used to be like a go-getter and get things done, and now in isolation I've realized that I really need a schedule or I don't get anything done. You know that app in your phone that tells you where to go and where you should be? Well, that doesn't go off anymore. So I find myself at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon going, did I brush my teeth today? Did I do this? Wait a minute, where are my pants? I haven't seen my pants in like 2 days. So I actually get nothing done unless I'm told to do something. So that's something new that I've learned about myself.
The good thing is you don't really need pants these days, like even now, so you're okay. Okay, Bahar, how about you? What have you learned about yourself?
The problem that I've noticed that I have is that I have to watch the intense, hard-hitting documentaries, the heavy news pieces from around the world, what's going on. And to balance that out, the only thing that actually makes me feel back to normal is watching absolutely terrible reality TV. I'm talking like the really bad Temptation Island, like the forcing people into all sorts of awkward situations, and I'll sit there glued, and that somehow brings me back to feeling like, oh, everything's fine in the world.
Sometimes you got to do it. For me, what I've learned about myself is I'm not a laid-back, fun mom, and I can't teach. I can't teach. I can't teach math. I can't teach French. I can't even teach English, and I am English. I can't teach my kids. So right now they're learning Roblox or Minecraft or Fortnite. So that's what's happening in my house right now. That was my little confession. Okay, Frankie, what have you learned about yourself during self-isolation?
Yeah, similar to you, I'm not good at grade 5 grammar. I'm terrible at grade 8 math. And I also learned that I like box wine. You know, I went to the box wine. Yeah, I like the box wine. I've learned that.
There's nothing wrong with wine in a box.
It's easier to carry. You get more at one time. Yeah, you don't have to go back as often. I'm like, I like box wine, and I'm proud to say it.
He's saying it, and he's saying it here. I love it. Shai, how about you?
You know, I have to say that I used to think that I used to be a really healthy kind of person when it came to eating, but I've realized that if I see a lineup at a grocery store, I am willing to eat weeks of ramen noodles and candy. It's no problem. I refuse to stand in those long lineups. I see those lineups and I'm like, you know what? What's another day of ramen noodles? It's fine. And then as time went on, I found those smaller kind of mom and pop grocery stores that are out of the way. So I don't have to stand in the line. I'm giving a little bit back to the community. So it started off as a bad thing, but it ended as a good thing.
See, win-win-win situation. Now you have the healthy-ish food, but you're supporting local. Our local businesses need us. It's okay. The one thing I've learned through all of this is that we all have to forgive ourselves, whether we have pants on or not, whether we're watching the lowest of the lowest trash television or not, and whether we can't teach our children basic English. It's okay, because we're in the middle of a global pandemic. So what I love about you guys and what I miss about you, not being able to see you in real life, is that you always keep it real. We asked our viewers the same question, and here's what some of them said is the worst thing they've learned about themselves since self-isolation. I'm going to start with Diane. She said, it didn't take long to get lazy. I'm with you, honey. Irene says, I'm really not my own best company. I love my family too much. I miss them more than I can say. So many people feeling that right now. Jeannie tweets, my worst thing is that even with all this time on my hands, my house is still not spotless, nor is mine. Don't look in the corner. And Micheline says, well, first Sherry wrote us on Facebook that she learned that I should be retired. I'm damn good at this. She's loving quarantine life. Finally, Micheline says, the worst thing she's learned is, quote, that my husband can't retire. Well, let's hope he's watching this.